괜찮아. 괜찮아요.
Anjay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Suran Sulistia Arli from Management Class 22A. We are going to discuss a very important topic, the formulation of national trade policy. Well, we often hear terms like export, import, or trade balance. There's actually a long and complex process behind them, managed by the government. Now let's dive into how these policies are created, who involved, and why they matter so much for our economy. What is national trade policy? National trade policy is a set of strategies, regulations, and instruments formulated by the government to manage the flow of goods and services across borders. It covers all aspects of international trade, from import duties, export bans, and trade incentives to bilateral or multilateral trade agreements. The aim is not only to regulate trade but also to encourage economic growth, create jobs, protect domestic industries from foreign competitions, and maintains national economic stability. Objective of trade policy formulation. There are several key reasons why a country formulated trade policy. To maintain economic sovereignty, especially from unbalanced foreign market influence, to boost the growth of domestic industries, particularly high-value-added sectors, to protect small and medium enterprises from the threat of cheap imported goods, to increase national foreign exchange earnings through export, to maintain a healthy trade balance, ensuring export don't fall behind import, to adapt to global dynamics such as rules set by the World Trade Organization, regional agreements like ASEAN Free Trade Area, and others. The policy formulation process. Formulating the trade policy involves multiple stages, its recurring analysis, coordinations, and collaborations. Identifying problems and setting goals. The first step is identifying the issues or challenges at hand. For instance, why are exports weak? What causing high import level? Are any local industries collapsing under pressure from foreign goods? Data analysis and research. Once problems are identified, a deep analysis of trade data, global trends, and product competitiveness is conducted. This involves economics research and policies analysis. Public and stakeholder consultations. Before drafting the policy, the government usually holds consultation with key stakeholders such as business associations, export academies, and even the general public to ensure the policy is inclusive and practical. Drafting the policy. The drafting team prepare a policy proposal which could be in the form of ministerial regulations, law, incentive program, or trade cooperation strategies. Approval and implementation. Once the draft is legally reviewed and approved, it is officially enacted. The implementation can be done in steps depending on the readiness of the involved sector. evaluation and adjustment. After implementations, the policy is monitored and evaluated. If the results are not optimal, the government may revise or refine the strategy. Key stakeholder involved. The formulation of national trade policy involves multiple actors, including the Ministry of Trade as the primary agency, the Ministry of Finance for tariffs, custom, and fiscal incentive, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in terms of trade diplomacy and international cooperation, Parliament, which has legislative and oversight function, business owner and trade association, academics and research institutions, and international organizations such as the WTO, ASEAN, and APEC. Challenge in policy formulation. Despite having a structured process, there are several challenges in policy formulation. 1. Global economic uncertainty, such as trade war or geopolitical tensions. Heavy dependence on imported raw materials, making local industry vulnerable. Rapid technological change, including e-commerce and digital logistics. Fierce global competitions, regional disparities, and competitiveness within the country. Example of trade policy in Indonesia. To give you a more concrete picture, here are some examples of trade policies implemented in Indonesia. 1. Anti-dumping import duties on specific products from certain countries. Export development program for SMEs, including training and international trade fair. Export bans on strategic raw materials such as unprocessed nickel to encourage downstream industries, and participations in international trade agreements such as the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. And that's a comprehensive look at how national trade policy is formulated. Hopefully this helps you understand that behind the scenes of everyday trade activity, there is a long and crucial policy-making process aimed at safeguarding the country economies. Thank you for watching to my video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wanna know me,